hear from them.
Yeah, we knew it was Stacy
Or
and Corey.
One challenge. Yep.
You would throw in $20.
Maybe a short meeting.
Well, it is 6 o'clock.
Is it? No, yeah, it is.
State law requires this body to announce at this time that a copy of the current Open Meetings Act is available at the back of the room or is accessible to the public. Tiller?
Here.
Warren?
Here.
Bucher?
Here.
Smith?
Here. Ask everybody to rise for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can you take a vote?
We can pay the bills, that's the only thing we can do. So, item agenda 1, pay the claims as submitted. Is that the only one we can do?
That's the only thing you can do without
Without a quorum.
and the mayor needs to vote.
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
Nick and Trent.
Tiller?
Yes.
Warren?
Yes.
Bucher?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Mayor Lifford?
Yes. Public forum, anybody, it's a non-agenda item, if they would see you. Want to come up?
I was just going to introduce myself. My name is Jeff
Come on up
Holdrege.
and introduce yourself.
Come on to the podium.
Hey,
Okay. There you go.
It's pretty crowded.
It's been a while since I've actually been at the
Hot seat.
podium before. Hot seat. My name is Jeff Hofaker. I'm a new PCDC director, executive director. I just came tonight to introduce myself and actually let you know that I'm here. I've been here about 3 weeks, and I'm excited to actually be in Holdrege and working in Phillips County. And if there's anything that we can actually do, I'm going to try to continue with the reports, and I'll be attending as many of the meetings as I can and getting around to the other villages as well. And so, just right down the hallway here. So, and many of you guys probably know me from my history of coming from the city of Sutton and city administrator there as well. So, just appreciate everything you do. You guys are a very strong group, and just continue to keep lifting the entire ship together. So thank you so very much.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else for public forum?
My name's Tom Metz. Good evening. I just wanted to support item number 3, confirming the planning and zoning approval of an application for Brandon Bebout to continue the operation of the small animal clinic at 1625 Burlington Street in Holdrege, Nebraska. And I'm here to support that. Our family's used that clinic up there for 30 years, and it's a very professional clinic, and I'd like to keep it running there. So thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you.
Anybody else? I will close public forum. Can we do anything else?
No, we cannot.
Okay. All right. Considering that we do not have a quorum, we cannot take any more action for this evening. So with that, I apologize. I think this is extremely unprofessional, but I don't have a lot of control over that.
And Dean, by operation, I think then they can't make a motion to table anything, but by, I think, attrition, then it would go on to the following agenda.
Correct. By the way, statute says it would just fall over the next
Yep.
council meeting.
The next regularly scheduled
Correct.
and convened
Right.
meeting will take up all 8 action items on the agenda.
Right. Yep.
And I have one asking a question.
And I apologize to those that have come in tonight. Like I said, I'm not extremely happy.
We don't have enough members of
Yeah, but who of our membership did not show up?
Two are excused. They called in and said that they couldn't make it due to illness. And one of them for sure, if they're ill, we don't want them, because then it spreads to everybody potentially. The other two, don't know. So,
I was forewarned by one of the other two that they may not make it, but I will tell.
so with all of that, let's move on to open discussion. Dan, we'll start with you tonight.
I don't have anything.
Thank you, Chris.
I just want to let you know we got 2 pours left at the ball field for concrete.
Wow.
So,
You didn't get anything this afternoon?
no, couldn't get concrete.
Great progress in a short period of time.
Yeah.
Dodging the rain.
It's been a treat.
Scoreboards look good.
Thank you.
Corey?
I don't have anything major, just continuing to plug away on our one problem property that we're still fighting the vacancy ordinance. I'm also fighting on the county level because they failed to pay their property taxes, the Holdrege. No relation, I assume. So we continue to make progress, headed towards default judgment, I'm sure, on them, so.
Okay, great. You had one that they were gonna sign over, did they ever get around to?
One party did, the other one's in a nursing facility, and he's taken that to her to get signed with, they're having trouble finding a notary in order to have her sign off the property, so.
All right. Okay, that's,
But as soon as that's done, it goes to Chris.
okay,
And
excellent.
then we will take care of it immediately.
Yes. And did I mention anything about NIFA the last time? Okay, well, I may bring that up when we get closer. And there's some, it's an option is all it is. Okay, thank you, Corey.
I did have, and I'll sit down with Chris, talk to Chris about it, but I did have, the chamber, they were interested in maybe helping us in some way with some of the vacancy issues, particularly regarding properties that are downtown. So they did have an interest in that, and I'll meet with Chris about that. And I just used Trent's mind. I have not had a chance to sit down with Marty yet. I did find a couple of ordinances where they have ordinances on parking in front yards. I'll talk to the chief about it, and we'll sit down with Chris and talk about it, and then bring it to you. You did mention funk. I have not looked at funk. I didn't realize funk was that advanced. So I will look at that and take a look at that. But the only two I could find were Grand Island and Omaha.
You know, Corey, I just want to mention, seems to me like when I was going through zoning things, and I hope it was on ours, because sometimes, you know, something comes up and it's like, but I believe there was something regarding when your neighbor's property, they can't enjoy their property.
Oh, that would be a
Violation.
nuisance, right?
Oh, under nuisance thing?
Mhm.
Okay.
That's the general nuisance, defined as general nuisance.
I don't know that
Okay.
somebody parking in their own front yard necessarily constitute a nuisance. Nuisance tends to be more along the lines of weeds, litter, or auditory things. I don't know that it necessarily qualifies as a nuisance for somebody to park in their front yard, but I'm not beyond stretching the law, but I don't want to stretch it too far.
Okay.
I would just put the fair lane up on blocks out.
I mean, because next thing you know, you
As long
got
as we
people,
keep the weeds down.
you know, you got people calling in, Nick's calling in because somebody's wearing an ugly shirt standing out in their front yard grilling, so.
Somebody calling on me?
Thank you.
Get rid of the ugly shirt. Okay, thank you, Corey. Shane?
Nothing tonight.
Okay, well,
No, nothing, thank you.
I know it'll be brought up again, but it's not Carney, their scooter thing. Look at that again, or, because I had a couple phone calls of scooters and what are we doing? Mainly I know it was education. I don't know if the bike rodeo got as many people as chief wanted, but,
and over 100.
okay.
They had a really good turnout.
Okay.
And just along those lines, Marty and I did talk to Terry Berry,
Okay.
about maybe doing something specifically related to the scooters. Obviously, we were concerned about the fact that there was an injury or a collision with a vehicle. Again, I think the response that we kind of decided on
Yes.
originally was, let's take a wait and see approach in terms of legislation, or I'm sorry, ordinances at this point in time. And we want to do something smart that makes sense, rather
Yes.
than just pass a bill just to say we did, or pass an ordinance just to say we did. I do have what Kearney passed. I know Hastings is also looking at something similar. And there may be some things down the line that make sense, but you've also got to deal with the enforcement side of it. And, are we just getting people that are pissed off that people are riding up and down their sidewalks at a high rate of speed? So we've got to figure out what really we want to address.
The one I got was they were cutting through their yard. So,
I see that a lot.
yeah. And, I'm just like, okay.
And technically, that's probably already, something that's covered under ordinance because that's a trespass.
Right.
Or it could be a criminal, or it could be a criminal mischief if they're doing any kind of damage. So, there are things that we can do already with certain things, but, standalone stuff related to scooters, and I wouldn't be surprised in January if the legislature takes more action on scooters, because it's really
I know
blossoming.
that after the accident, I know the schools kind of started talking about it up here. So, at least that's
we've
what
had
we
some
got.
thefts.
What's that?
We've had some thefts of scooters. So I think that they may end up taking care of themselves in a short time, because parents might become parents.
We can
Parents,
know.
yes. Okay. No, yep.
But I'm with you 100%. It's a concern of mine. I don't want a kid to get hurt, honestly.
Right. Yeah.
We're all concerned about that, but we gotta do something that absolutely makes sense and it's gonna make a difference.
Other than that, I know we'll meet again after Veterans Day, but they're having for veterans, they're having their free breakfast at the YMCA, so.
Anything happening at South Park or?
Right now, no, we are stretched pretty thin.
I guess it's called Veterans Park.
Yes, yeah.
And I did go take a look at the flags.
Yes.
The thing.
We're still waiting on, some more things to come in to finish that, so, as of right now, no planning, because the school has asked the Legion to do some things with them, and I don't wanna stretch those guys so thin, we're already stretched thin enough. So,
And I'm worried that they're not gonna get their payments this month, our veterans, so.
Right.
no, as far as I know, that's taken care of.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know, it could keep going, and
We're not 100% sure, so that
Yeah.
could be something that,
I've already received a couple phone calls just the Legion can help the veterans, so
hopefully.
keep that in mind if it comes that way and the city has veterans, let me know. So, other than that, nothing else.
Thank you.
No, sir. Did my diligence during the week, I'm good.
Excellent. Not sure how to take that. Just not really sure. But thank you.
Yep.
All right, as I mentioned, I just bring you a quick update on the auditorium and what we've done. So the steering committee, I think it will be their last meeting was last Wednesday. And we had a really nice presentation from the architects and Olson and Associates, or just Olson, I guess now. And we got the plans, and there's a couple of packets floating around for the council to take a look at, kind of get an idea as to what we've got in mind. This morning, Chris and I met with Olson to discuss the cost and how we're going to finance it. This is really early in the process, but we're looking at very broadly $3 to $5 million as to what these plans are showing here. As far as financing goes, part of it will be what they call phase planning or a phase plan. So phase 1 will have this, and phase 2 and phase 3. Some of the advantages of that will help with the grants, help with fundraising, which we'll rely very heavily on, I believe. And that if we can get to a point and we can it's going to be easier to say, okay, we really can't go any further. I hope it doesn't come to that, but if it does, that'd be a good way of doing it. Again, fundraising is going to be really important, so we will be looking for a co-chair to head up a committee to help us with funding for this. And again, we'll be relying fairly heavily on the community to help us with this. The other part of the phasing, I might add, is that we will have probably a little bit better idea on cost and within each phase. We're looking at maybe 3 phases? Probably.
Yes.
So each phase would be broken down as to what would be done and what the cost would be, which will help a lot. And I'm not really sure. She didn't say when
They'll have that for the meeting on the 19th of November. There'll be an open house.
Right. So yeah, and that's the big thing. The big announcement is that November 19th from 4 to 7 p.m. there will be an open house at the auditorium. There will be no formal presentation. We'll get up and we'll pontificate on this. Be able to come in, walk around. They'll have some boards with drawings and pictures, a couple of videos. So hopefully will be there, and then people there to answer questions and kind of give you an idea. So the 19th, November 19th, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m.
I have a question.
And where's that at?
At the auditorium.
At the auditorium.
During some of these phases, will it still be able to be used during any of this part, or you don't know yet?
We don't know yet. No, I would suspect though that they're yeah. And I think that's about all I've got as far as that goes. If you have any further questions or comments or anything, don't hesitate to give me or Chris, and we'll do what we can to answer your questions. All right. Okay, I guess that will be our meeting for today.
So I didn't mean to put you off.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
So are you leaving
Appropriate for me to answer.
for that night?
Personally,
Yeah. No.
I have a question. When's the next meeting? I know it's usually
The 4th.
first.
The 4th.
So we're looking for, okay, I'm sorry, he said something about,
After the
Veterans
11th,
Day.
he doesn't know what
Okay.
day it is.
Yeah.
It'll be the 4th.
It'll be the 4th.
it'll be the 4th,
And I
okay.
didn't-
So we have Aaron Johnson.
Oh, after I pulled it out, I was just taking a look at it.
Yeah.
No, the only reason we keep well, because we got a couple others kind of like.
Did you get some new ones?
I did.
Stacy R.
I got through all those, my first bag.
Hopefully we're staffed.
So there you go. That's always helpful.
And I don't know why that.
Yeah, and I just want to tell you, Ron always kept about with
Because I think actually,
That's chocolates.
I couldn't remember when I was expecting.
I'll keep that in mind.
Like, well, I better say something, it's in November.
I've got
It's in
some
November.
right
Yeah,
now.
I know.
I think they're,
She said that was the next meeting, I was,
Sorry.
well, I wasn't gonna grab my calendar to look, but I could not remember. Do we meet before, do we meet after?
I think I might have.
Just cover base.
Yes, I'm sorry to confuse you.
That's why I was like,
Because I'm sort of like,
Any particular?
you said when I pulled up the phone, I'm like, well, wait a minute.
Well, I mean,